Hi, everyone. Welcome to True Disabled Story. My name is Nico, and I use he, him pronouns. I'm a white man with floppy blonde hair, large blue and brown spectacles, and a white short sleeve button up shirt with little blue designs on them, little blue suns. I'm seated in front of a purple wall and some bookcases. This is my home office. Above my left shoulder is indeed a piece of artwork featuring David Bowie. Uh, like roughly 25% of Americans and a full 17% of Philadelphians, I'm disabled. Whether we look locally, nationally, or even globally, disabled communities are full of dynamic, diverse, and frankly delightful people with their own stories to tell. All we have to do is listen. Now, as many of you know, I was born disabled. I've never known differently, and I probably will always carry this condition. I am naturally curious about the journeys and experiences of my disabled friends and colleagues when I encounter them personally, professionally, in my civic work, or whatever. So I've got quite a community. Today, I'm honored to be joined by my longtime friend, a really good friend of mine, my buddy Martin. And I can't wait to hear what Martin has to say. So let's hop right into it. Hi, Martin. How are you doing?
Good. Hi everyone, my name is Martin Tran. I am my Vietnamese disabled American. I use he, his pronoun. I am I wear prescriptive glasses. I have short black hair, and I have a white bookcase with several of my favorite books, such as The Paris Bookseller, A Mice and Man, and Rise, which is an Asian American graphic novel focusing on the success of Asian Americans.
Martin, thank you so much. I can tell quite immediately where your passions lie. Martin, tell me, what was your path to diagnosis like? Was this a surprise for you and your family, or was it something you were actively pursuing? Paint that picture for us.
Well, I was born with several disabilities, including an intellectual disability called autism. Before it was a communication disorder called expressive language disorder, and I'm visually impaired. Um, think the proper diagnosis was an acceptance for my family because they've all supported me when I was younger with my education in special ed until high school and continuation with services as an adult with Department of Rehabilitation, San Andreas Regional Center, and Options for All. My mom was very critical in helping me with these services, and I and she didn't know that I was disabled when I was born. All she
Thank you,
knew that
Martin.
I
Oh, sorry.
was delayed compared to my peers.
Thanks, Martin. Sorry for cutting you off earlier.
Mm.
I'm really glad to hear that your family supported you as you had, these special needs as a kid. I get the sense that was this a new experience for them? They hadn't had a disabled person in the family before.
I think this was I feel like their acceptance. But just give me a second.
Of course. Sorry for the brief interruption. So, Martin, I love hearing that your family supported you during your early childhood, and as you needed services, they got them for you. Was it something your parents or your family ever had to do before to help a disabled person, or had they encountered disability before?
This was the first time, experiencing this, and my mom wanted long-term success for me, and she worked with social agencies like San Andreas Regional Center to help ensure that I would have the services that I have now for my life.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I really get a good sense of what your early life must have been like. So, my second question, Martin, is what impact have your diagnoses had on your life? We've talked about your early childhood and how your family really showed up for you and helped ensure long-term success by getting you the support that you needed and deserved. But how do your diagnoses impact how you interact, academically, maybe socially, professionally? Just paint that wide for us.
But my speech impairment disability, it does um, make it hard at times to speak clearly into languages, which is Vietnamese and English. So I felt concerned at times when people didn't know how to understand me when they spoke to me in any setting. So it took a lot of pride and acceptance of my disability to be able to express the way that I wanted with in the area settings. My this teachers and tutors have helped me with my speeches through a lot of presentation when I had in school, and also with writing and also comprehension in my classes. My speech impairment disability has helped me to overcome these challenges in any setting, as well as being independent with my vision loss disability in my left eye. I take public transit to um, go anywhere I want, and it really helped me with being confident in who I am, and it helped me like sharing my love for books and writing and being and people have called me inspiration because of my hard work, and my disability has given me a career path that I've always have dreamt of, which is being in the book setting and sharing my knowledge with customers and providing positive impact towards a inclusive company like Barnes and Noble. Never really imagined that my disability would give me these opportunities to sell books to uh, customers, sharing my story in various spaces, if it's in Zoom, a podcast, and speeches in school, giving me a value to like, define what my majors would look like in college. If it was a BA in creative arts at San Jose State or an associate arts English at Evergreen Valley College. So literature has always going to be an important part of my life.
Thank you, Martin. That's a remarkable answer. I agree. Even in the time that I've known you, a few years now, right? You've made a lot of progress in terms of your speaking and presentation abilities. It's really wonderful to see. So, Martin, it sounds like you've had all these experiences and you've learned a lot along the way. If you could go back in time and give advice to your younger self, or even if you could advise a young person who is just starting out with their own journey toward independence with autism, what would you tell that person? What advice do you have?
Yes, I mean, it's important to accept yourself for who you are. Your disability will help you define who you are going to be. Being disabled is going to make you take risks and be brave at the same time. And I think being disabled is a blessing because it has helped me to be accepted in so many communities, in school, in professional settings, and also in in different places where people don't have an understanding of my disability, but they have welcomed me into their space and allow me to partake in their events.
That's really good advice, Martin. Thank you. As we come to the close of our conversation and the end of our time together today, I want to give you a chance that we, as disabled people, so rarely get, and that is a chance to brag about yourself. Put yourself out there, promote anything you've got going on. That could be like any recent accomplishments or anything you're working on. Some people also include like where they could be found online if they're interested in like networking or building community. But in general, Martin, this is your chance to really brag about yourself and be your own cheerleader. Let's hear it.
Oh, I'm again, everyone. My name is Martin Tran. I am a Vietnamese American with various disabilities, including autism and lazy eye. I am the founder of Access Book Club, which is a joint partnership between San Jose Public Library and San Jose State for Disability Inclusion Books. I am a books are by profession. I aspire to grow in my industry to becoming a bookstore manager. I am a approachable and kind person. I enjoy being around positive people and communities that uplift me to becoming the best version of myself. And I enjoy learning, being with my family, and I'm proud of my identities and my culture as a Vietnamese American. Um, I love working for Barnes and Noble as they have been a supportive organization, especially towards people with from various backgrounds. And in my spare time, I love to cook with an independent organization called Options for All, which help people with disability with lifelong skills. I've enjoyed their service because they help me with my skills in life to become successful. And we made various dishes together, like Parmesan chicken and garlic shrimp pasta. I'm proud to be able to have helped the DLC with various projects that they've had given me the opportunity to participate in.
Martin, thank you so much. That sounds like an exciting bunch of activities. I never
Mhm.
knew you were a hobby cook. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
All right, Martin, wherever you go, whatever you do, I'm rooting for you, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Thanks for chatting with me, old friend.
thank you, too, Nick. Thank you for this opportunity to chat with me.
Of course.